Hello everybody, today is the 21st, I believe, the 21st of August, and as always, we're gonna tell the pain story. This pain story has changed a lot of people's life. It should light into what certain happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So let's get started, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. On the way this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff like a children, right? Does the dog say this one is a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dog or the human? The answer is both are corrupt. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is corrupt in the dog world, and the human is also corrupt in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are corrupt. Now let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room there will be no human, no dog. What does this thing become then? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. Or it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Yoshima Kurosh applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with a revenue of $250 million a year. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this technically on the table, when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it comes back to true self. We call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not, nothingness, blackness, or feeling, thinking. The emptiness is just a self where it doesn't interact with anyone. And in reality, we, whether we are human or dog or human object, animals, or anything in this entire universe, we all have the emptiness. But then in reality, we almost always interact with something or someone. So we also has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at us at that very moment. So what do I mean by that? Looking back at this thing, okay, where as soon as I go back into the room, I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I comes back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time. What does this thing become? It becomes two things: a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing. When there's no human, no dog, it comes back to true self. We call it the emptiness. But it also has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me, or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to believe this one become a diamond. Okay, so please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted early into our mind. So who planted those seeds into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend says yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it. And it's don't let me mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has been planted into my mind. Now I pop open up and cover this and made me see it. for what had been planted only into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, and anything surround us become what new they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both correct, so we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone and everything sold for you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And the third lesson is, everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone, because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And the last but very important lesson is how to create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So first, you have to know what you want to achieve in your life, and then we start planting those seeds using our word or action or thoughts with other people. So if you want to have happiness, then plant the happiness seed using your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then use your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people to be more prosperous. And just let that, whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts with other people. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that actually we are as I was telling you yesterday, for the next 2 days, and today, tomorrow, and Sunday, we my office, we're gonna have a team building trip, and it's actually it's in the rainy season in the northern of Vietnam, so it rained today. It's actually rained almost the 4 days, but we have a great day. We went out to check out the village, and it's in the northern village of Vietnam. It's the northern part of Vietnam, and it's actually very beautiful. And I feel very grateful because since I work here, I've been learning, I've been seeing, and been able to know a lot more places of Vietnam that I have never known before. So that is one thing that I feel very grateful for. The second part is that our families, our kids, they was having a great time as well. They saw other kids of other families, they play together, they have a great time. And we, and it's rainy, but I have to say that we had a great time. And this is something that I'm taking very, very very graciously. That is something that is this blessing for us to be able to have those very good, very great moments together. So I just want to share with you how grateful I am, and then how we'll be able to see the situation. Whether you can choose to see the rain day as a sad thing that you won't be able to travel, do the things that you wanted to do when you go traveling, or you can take it as another opportunity, looking through another lens to see what you can do, what you can enjoy at the moment, and then you'll be able to you'll be surprised of how much things you can do, is how you can enjoy it in the rainy time as well. So thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you Allah for accompanying me in this 1,000-day journey. And if by me sharing with you the pain story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my neighbors, and to my clients, or any living things in this world, or in other words, with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much everyone. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.